You know, Marcus, I like to eat sparingly. There's too much gluttony in Rome, especially at festivals. But this one day, I think, is very special. I'd like to make an exception, and I've got a surprise for you. Two, as a matter of fact. Fellas!
Yes, Caesar?
Bring in the cake.
But Caesar, it's the end of the meal.
I can't wait. I want the family to see it. Do you know what else I've got? Aristarchus of Athens is in Rome. Oh, Marcus. They say that he's the greatest orator of our time. And I've asked him to prepare an oration to mark the 7th anniversary of the Battle of Actium.
Oh, no.
What's the matter? Is it too boring for you?
Well, we had one last year.
That was last year, and anyway, the speaker was very dull. This man, they say he's wonderful.
7 years today sang Antony and all his hopes in the harbour of Actium.
You see how the young mock the battle scars of their elders?
Battle scars.
A lot of good men died in that battle, and a lot of good men got scarred. I don't think it's right to make light of it.
Oh, he's just being provocative.
Not really. I just think we exaggerate its significance, that's all.
No, Sellers. Now, let's not argue. Marcus?
No, just a minute. Let's hear what the young genius has to say. Well?
Look! Here is the cake.
Do we get money?
Julia, for heaven's sake. There, Marcus, do you recognize it?
Yes. It's my ship.
Yes, it's the one that you made your headquarters.
She was a fine ship.
Ah, that must be you, Marcus. The candied cherry in the prow.
Now, Marcellus, please. Now, these things mean something to us.
Oh, don't you think we're taking ourselves a little seriously tonight?
Not seriously enough, it seems to me.
Livia, isn't that a wonderful cake?
Wonderful.
What do you mean, wonderful? Don't you like it?
Why did you bring in the Greek? If you keep him waiting much longer, he'll need a shave.
As a matter of fact, he's bearded. Thalos, bring in the Greek.
Leave the cake.
Take the cake. You know, Marcus, they say that he writes a sort of prose hymn. What can that mean? It's a form that I've never heard of. One of these new Greek inventions. They're always inventing something. Why are they so clever?
If they're so clever, why are they a province of ours instead of vice versa?
Ah, Aristarchus, welcome.
Hail, Caesar.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting too long. Come. We're ready now. Give us your piece.
Give me your piece, Caesar, and I shall gladly give you mine.
Yes, of course, I'm sorry. Fellas.
Caesar calls for silence!
What a voice. Perhaps we should change places? Only the Romans can afford ushers with a voice like that. Did you have it trained?
I was an actor, sir.
Oh, that explains it. Resting, are you?
No, sir, I've given it up. Everyone's an actor in Rome. There just isn't enough work to go round.
And what there is goes to friends and relatives. It's the same everywhere.
The theater isn't what it was.
No. And I'll tell you something else. It never was what it was.
We'd be glad, Thalos, if you discuss your personal problems in your own time.
Today is a day to drink and dance. Let us rival the priests of Mars with feats to deck the couches of the gods. 7 summers passed. The wild Queen Cleopatra, dreaming her dreams of ruin on your lovely empire, sailed her hopes into the harbor of Actium, and there with noble Anthony spat curses on the ships of Caesar and cried, "Sink Rome and all her minions. Egypt's not for conquests." But words do not kill, and curses sink no ships. Before the wind had changed or she could catch her scented breath, mighty Agrippa.
Marcus Vipsania Agrippa, old friend and commander of the armies of Augustus, Emperor of Rome, a most remarkable man. But even more remarkable was Livia, his second wife. If Augustus ruled the world, Livia ruled Augustus. Octavia, Augustus' sister, mother of Marcellus, and next to him, Julia, his wife, Augustus' only daughter. Augustus was now clearly preferring Marcellus over Agrippa, and Agrippa knew it.
And Anthony, once proud Anthony, fearing to be last, chased her to the very gates of heaven. Romans, remember them. Their fateful deaths grace your lives today with living legend. Your names and theirs in history will be forever intertwined.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What a gift you Greeks have. Incident to the battle, you know, it wasn't like that.
No?
No, not at all.
Oh.
But you described it poetically. I understand that. Use poetic license. I'm used to that. As a matter of fact, I write a little poetry myself. Could I show it to you sometime?
I should be honest.
It's nothing professional, like, but, well, it's not bad, though I say it myself. Thales has found a place for you. There, we'll talk some more later. Wasn't that beautiful?
Doesn't know much about naval battles.
Well, it wasn't that much of a battle, was it?
I beg your pardon?
Well, one wine-soaked lover and his Egyptian whore. I could have put up a better share myself, and I was only a child.
Now, Marcellus.
Well, come, let's not fool ourselves just because we fool the public.
You know a great deal about it, do you?
Yes, I do. I've studied that battle, and I'm not impressed. You talk about it as if it was some kind of famous victory, when in fact the result was a foregone conclusion.
Look, why don't we all watch...
No, just a minute. Getting a little tired of being taught the arts of war by kids who've only just learned how to piss in the pot. When you've actually done something, lad, instead of just studied it, come back and talk to me again. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, Marcus, it's early.
Seems late to me. Too late. But perhaps that's because I'm such an old man.
Thales! Don't get rid of them. Marcus!
My grandmother Livia, her mind always turning